Welcome to a brand new podcast. And this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Greatness. Thank you guys for your continued support. Again, supporting the machine. Definitely, I appreciate it. Much appreciative of, supporting, passing the word. And continue passing the word. This information need to definitely get out. All your family and friends, pass it along. Don't be selfish. Music by Cheap Limousine. Again, Cheap Limousine channel. You can find him on YouTube. And there on YouTube, you have other major platforms that you can look at through the Cheap Limousine channel. And speaking about YouTube, Greatness 19 channel. We have a whole wide range of videos on education to open up the third eye. You'll find definitely something that will spark your interest. So check that out. Greatness 19 channel. And speaking about our second channel, our health and wellness channel, Mr. Evolution of London. You can find all of this information in our description box on our YouTube channel, as well as on the Oracle 19 podcast. And again, on the Oracle 19 podcast, we're on all major platforms. That is Google, iTunes, Spotify, Apple, just to name a few. And again, Anchor.fm. You can, if you have issues trying to find the Oracle 19 podcast, you can always Google the Oracle 19 podcast, and there you'll find our information. So definitely check that out. And again, support the machine. If you want to support the podcast, donations, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. If you want to send a free will offering, again, that's evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. And you can find that email address in our description box if you want to make a free will offering. So just to give you a little heads up on that. And we do have a GoFundMe page. Again, is in our description box of the Oracle 19 podcast. So like, subscribe, and share our platforms. We have also different links. www.linktree.com/Evolution of London. There you'll find other links to our major platforms. Patreon channel, www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. There we have videos that is not on YouTube, a little controversial. You have to subscribe to that Patreon channel. It's a monthly fee, but definitely you spend more just going to a fast food restaurant in one day. So you can do it. I know you can. You can shop online. We have our baby shopping mall. That's evolutionoflondon.com. There we have a whole wide range of different products. Men's, ladies, kids' clothes, house products as well, perfume and cologne, just to name a few. Again, that's www.evolutionoflondon.com. And speaking of our website, we have a custom clothing design and accessories website, digital products, which is www.evolutionoflondon.org. O-R-G. Again, that's www.evolutionoflondon.org. O-R-G. Ebooks and software. That's royalty9.gumroad.com. royalty9.gum. Again, that's royalty9.gum, GUMROAD.com. There that you can find ebooks and software for business purposes as well as personal. So that's something you want to check out. You have something to look forward to, so check that out. Support Mr. Will. He's a fitness consultant for over 15 years. Again, you can email him if you want to book a consultation. That's WilliesFitness99@gmail.com. So that's Willies, WILLYZ Fitness99@gmail.com. And also he have a website, which is www.wjaccessories.com. So once again, that's www.wjaccessories.com. Now, all our information that I didn't speak upon, you will find it all in our description box. And again, stress, like, subscribe, share to the Oracle 19 podcast, pass it along to your friends, family, and also again, Greatness 19 channel on YouTube, as well as MrEvolutionOfLondon.com. Again, you'll find the information in our description box, so you can definitely check that out and go from there. Now, today, we're going to talk about, the topic is on being ice cold. Being ice cold. Now, what do I mean by that? Sometimes I start with men, because you are the nucleus of society. Not women, men are the nucleus of society. So sometimes you have to draw a line in the sand. And again, what I mean by that, so a lot of you listeners might not understand, so you're going to have me break down some of this terminology. In life, there's casualties of war. Even in war, some people will die. It's casualties of war. But in civilian cases, in modern day society, men sometimes, and I mentioned this on different other shows, we in tough times now. A lot of things is going on. You can see it in modern day society. Women, I'm going to get to you in a moment, but I'm going to speak on men here. You got to try and find ways to pay bills. You have to get up in the morning. Let's start with that. You have to get up in the morning. Motivate yourself. Just to go to work and handle business. And many days you don't feel like getting up, getting ready for work. But you know you got to go get it. You got to make it happen. There's no excuses. If you don't do it, then bills won't be paid. If you're a self-sufficient man. We're not talking about these low-budget men out here that got to rely on women and other people to prop them up. We're talking about certified men that is working every day trying to make a living, trying to motivate themselves. That's just the beginning, waking up in the morning, day after day, week after week, month after month, and year after year. That's stress in itself, because the average person is working, the average man is working paycheck to paycheck. You got to defend your household. Worry about if somebody going to try to take it away from you. Not in the literal sense. You just got to worry about the streets. People coming after you, you getting robbed or attempted. People showing hostility towards you on a daily basis, on the job, or just everyday life. Don't worry, guys. I'm building up to the whole point of being ice cold. You have to already put yourself in the mindset of being a warrior. Because you know at any given time, you out there in the battlefield, meaning the streets, meaning the job, you can lose it all in the blink of an eye. That's your average man out here. Step 2. I already explained part 1. Part 2, having people around you. It's very important in your household or in your circumference to have the right people by your side so you can continue to function. That's very important. And unfortunately, a lot of men do not have the right people in their circumference. Especially you young black men. I'm already getting people already trying to call in to the show and ask. But guys, take it easy. You can just email me. You can just email me. But continue what I was saying. Having the right people around you is very important. You having a woman by your side, men, you got to make sure you have the right person. Now, unfortunately, a lot of men don't have that right woman by their side. They think they do. Because again, you don't know anyone until you've been around them for years. That's the real about the whole scenario. But at least there's signs that you can tell she's not for you. And sometimes you have to be ice cold. And you have to cut your losses. Because again, that woman will destroy you. I watch social media. I talk to many young men. And I pay attention to what they go through. Because I understand. I've been there. And their woman really is in competition with them. What do I mean? If a man is, let's say, doing something good, let's say going back to school or continue his education or whatever the case. She's not supporting him. She's not cheering him on. She might low-key disrespect him and make a statement, a slick statement. Well, why are you going back to school? You need to work and support us. You're not going to do well in school anyway, or you're too old. Pay attention, guys, to the little things that your woman say. Don't overlook the small things, because the small things can destroy you. Sometimes people tell you, or women tell you all you need to know in a few sentences. And the look. The look could be low-key hatred for you. And sometimes, no matter how much you love her, how much you adore her, how long you've been with her, how pretty she look, you're going to have to be ice cold. And I know, guys, it hurts. Because sometimes you don't want to start all over again. But again, like I told you, it's war season. And especially in this day and time we living in. Stuff that's going on, laws that is changing, pandemic. Need I say any more? And sometimes you have to cut your losses for the overall good. The overall good is your sanity, your well-being, your mental health, your physical health. Because guess what, guys? That woman could bring you down and destroy you from within. So you're going to have to be ice cold and chalk her up to the game of life. Again, it's war season, guys. It's casualties of war. Casualties of war is necessary. That's phase 2. Now phase 3, you can have children by that individual. And they have no feelings towards you. Guess what? They can be casualties of war as well. Because guess what, guys? You are the nucleus of society. You are the nucleus of your own circumference. What do I mean by that, men? Well, let me break this down to you for you young males out here that might not understand what I'm talking about. Men, the difference between you and women. Women have a supporting cast even when they by themselves. They will get more help crying to the government or a baby daddy or a male in their family or a stranger in their family, more so than you. Think about it. Men, if you get sick, realistically, who will be able to help you? Just think about that. if you as a healthy male now get sick severely and you cannot work, you cannot function, who will help you? Your mother, your wife, your girlfriend, the next door neighbor? Maybe the government will help you. Think about all of these things in your life. So you have to be ice cold and think about yourself first. My perspective. Again, my perspective don't necessarily have to mean jack-ish to you. I'm just giving you my perspective. But you need to think about, what if something happened to you? Who really will support and really truly help you? Are they with you? Are these women with you because you healthy now? And if you constantly arguing with your significant other on a daily, weekly, yearly basis, can you really trust her to really be there for you? Think about it when you look in her eyes. Do you really, really think she loves you? Or are you just there for the time being? Think about it. Something to think about. So sometimes you have to be ice cold. Same thing if you had children. As you get older, do you think your children will be there? Can you guarantee that your children will be there for you when you're 80 years old, man? No, I'm not going to answer any calls or emails now because I'm spitting game right now. I know you're excited. I'm not checking anything right now. We just spitting game here. This is something that we really have to think about. Men, it is very important. Very, very, very important to come to this realization. And we can't shy away from this. We got to take this head on because this is a reality. So, y'all need to really, men, do some reflection. Y'all need to really reflect on your life and who is by your side and who will be around you for the long haul. So sometimes you have to make some hard, educated decisions in your life for the greater good. You know, in corporations, when you work, or the job that you work for, they ice cold with you. You have to be at work at a certain time. You have lunch at a certain time. You have to leave at a certain time. You getting paid at a certain time. And if they don't need your services, you are gone from their company at a certain time. Ice cold. No smile if you're lucky. This is the structure of the job that you work for. Or even within government, they ice cold. You have to apply for your driver's license. They will mail it to you at a certain time. You got to pay the amount for the license. Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. ice cold. Modern day society. Welcome to capitalism, baby. This is your democracy. Ice cold. You dealing with a wolf here, government. Should you just struggle like a sheep around your circumference? They make hard decisions. The rich do it every day. They will off a family member in a minute. It doesn't matter. Because they being ice cold. Stop being a sheep. Especially you black men out here. You can't. Just can't. It is what it is. See, you ladies, I don't expect you to have that same spirit. You have options. You always have options. You're always going to get help from society. Somebody is always going to give you a helping hand because you're a female. You're the soft side of society. It's just what it is. That's your advantage. And especially if you have children. If you have children, you're definitely going to get a handout quicker than a man. All day, every day. You're going to get sympathy from the court system, government in general, some male in the family, a simp from the streets. And if you don't know, guys, what I mean by simp, a strange man that will want to date you and want to pay for you and want to put on his Superman cape to raise your fresh toddlers or your adult children or your baby daddy or baby daddies. Somebody will take care of you or assist you. So you have an advantage that men do not. Because if we go down, who is going to take care of us? Our mammy? If we're lucky, she's on her last legs because she's obviously older than you. She's looking for you to take care of her. It is what it is. This is the life. This is what we have to deal with. Your woman will look for you to take care of her. Your kids will look for you to take care of them. But it doesn't mean people will take care of you. That's not guaranteed, men. So being ice cold is necessary for the greater good. Just something to think about. So, stay strong, my friends. Stay chiseled. Stay focused. And always try to do the right thing. Thank you for listening.